So today I'm going to call Redemption Day for Daytime Saturn. My picture of Saturn from a few weeks ago with the Planetary Parade was not great on Saturn, and the unfortunate thing is I was really in a hurry to get moving because Mars was coming up 15 minutes behind it. So I just needed to get the picture and move on. Today I've got some time I can just spend on dialing in Saturn, and I'm hoping for a nice, sharp picture of daytime Saturn.
That's an awesome telescope.
Thank you. I've already been out here for an hour. I've got the telescope aligned and I've got the reflective covering on it so that the telescope doesn't get too hot sitting in the sun. The problem with trying to get something dim like Saturn in the middle of the day is that it's so dim that it's hard to dial in the focus. So my strategy today is to get what I think is the focus point and take a picture there and then kind of bracket it and do inside focus and outside focus and take pictures in a whole range of focus points. And I guarantee you one of these pictures is going to come out great, or at least a lot better than the last one. I'm using a polarizing filter, and I want to show you what that does. As I rotate my camera and thus the filter, it darkens or lightens the sky. And for daytime astrophotography, I find that spot that makes the sky as dark as possible, and that's where I lock in my camera. All right, I'm gonna hide a bit in the shade here, and Saturn is already looking a ton better than what it was a couple weeks ago. This is great. That is a really nice view of Saturn. All right, doing my first capture of the day. Using my electronic focuser for absolute precision, I found what I visually thought was good focus, then took several images at 25-step focus increments above and below that focus point, and then repeated that process over and over. Each capture was a 3,000 image video using this SharpCap software, so each single final picture will be a stacked version of those 3,000 images.
What did you see?
I'm looking at Saturn. Believe it or not. Starting to lose my shade, I'm going to move quick. This isn't too much better. This was about 2.5 hours. I took about 35 pictures, and now I'm going to take a few hours inside going through each one of those pictures and processing it and seeing which one's the best. So stay tuned. I've processed the images, and hang on to the end because I have an absolutely incredible picture that came out of all this hard work. For those of you that are trying to do this yourself, my process for creating a single image out of each one of those sets of 3,000 images was to first use PIPP to center, crop, and quality filter. And I'm going to flash through my settings here real quick, just in case you want to see anything specific that I used for this daytime processing. Then I took that SER file output and took that to Autostakkert to create the images. And for daytime, I've found you got to set that SNR value as high as possible. And your target number of alignment points is probably going to be half what you're used to. Go with a lower number of alignment points. And then the pictures out of Autostakkert, I took to Registax for some final sharpening. And then for that handful of pictures that I just fell in love with, I took those over to GIMP for some noise reduction and some contrast enhancement. To do all of these, I took advantage of some batch processing, but I did this for all of the 30 sets of 3,000 images that I captured. And I ended up with this as the final winner. This is the best picture of daytime Saturn that I've ever captured, and it is a huge improvement over what I got a couple of weeks ago. In this picture of Saturn, you can see the cloud bands, you can see the Cassini division in the rings, and you can see the planet's shadow that covers up part of the rings. This is well beyond what I thought I was going to get out of this morning's work. Let me know in the comments if you've got any tricks for capturing daytime planets, and I'll see you next time.